first of all, from my experience both as a parent and professionally, I know how important kids are in our economy and in our home. They influence where we live, the house we live in, the holidays we go on, the cars we drive, all of those sort of things. And they don't, even consume them directly, I guess. But, the toys that they play with and the clothes that they wear and the food that they eat, they directly influence in the shop. And they control about £2 billion worth of our expenditure. So I didn't really get why, when I looked at all of our competitors, they targeted mum exclusively, really. She's the one that generally shops. They try to appeal to her. And I just thought, if mum buys it, the baby spits it out. The mum's not going to buy it the second time. Let's appeal to the child. And let's try and use all of their senses and engage them with every aspect of what our brand's about. So, and that's still a point of difference that we've got today. We think like a child. Second thing was, I knew that going into a marketplace full of these big multinationals, that we had to be innovative and different. We'd have to do something that nobody had done before, and we came up with recipes that mixed weird things together that actually people might have tried at home, but none of the commercial companies were doing, and a packaging that no one had tried before, which I'm humbled and delighted that it's effectively revolutionized baby food in that pouch. And why I thought that was relevant is because our goal was to create the next generation of baby and toddler foods. And those brands that were out there for years hadn't changed at all, yet people's lives had fundamentally changed. And the third thing then was that I wanted to create a brand that was very emotional. It was a person-to-person brand. And again, I looked at the marketplace and I was so surprised that the brands that were out there were very functional. They'd been there for years, they hadn't changed, the logos and the imagery hadn't changed at all, the recipes hadn't changed, the packaging hadn't changed. Yet I thought, well, hang on, people are the most emotional when they have a baby. And why don't we work with that emotion and treat a consumer as a parent and act as a parent ourselves and try and bring that bond and that sort of relationship with the language we use and the way we create our brand. And that's really worked based on a real story about my family and our personal experience of trying to feed our own children.